You're listening to the Breakaway Breakdown podcast, where we bring you interviews with some of the top ropers in the country, news about what's going on in the fastest sport on dirt, training tips for you and your horses, and so much more. I'm your host, Casey Allen. Let's jump in. Hey everybody, I hope that you all have had a little bit of a chance to relax after the chaos of the NFBR and NFR and all things Las Vegas related. Hope you guys had a Merry Christmas, wonderful holidays. Now let's get down to business. You're going to hear from Tiffany Schieck today. She won the WCRA Cowtown Christmas Championship on December 17th, which was worth $15,000 for the event win. So the way that the event was set up, you had to rope in your performance and be top 2 in your set of 8 to progress to the showdown round on Saturday. Tiffany was second in her round. She was 2.65, earned herself $1,200. Now she went on to Saturday's showdown round. The first round, the showdown round, was a 7-man round, and you had to be top 3 to advance to the Triple Crown of Rodeo round. Tiffany was 2.65 with a little bit of an interesting loop that we're going to talk about in this episode. And she punched her ticket to the Triple Crown of Rodeo round that happened immediately afterwards. This was a 3-man shootout, was so much fun to watch. It was Tiffany, Martha Angeloni, and Maylee Wade of Georgia, who was a teenager. Super interesting dynamic there. Maylee had a little bit of tough luck on her run. Martha smoked a run but broke a barrier. And Tiffany had another one of those interesting loops to be 2.57 seconds and earn her $15,000 fair and square. Now, you guys have heard me say this before in our previous episode with Tiffany when she was co-champion of the Cheyenne Frontier Days. She is so much fun to talk to. She is always bubbly, always having fun, always laughing. And we might have got off track a little bit on this interview, talking about her wonderful mare, Susie, who, if you guys remember, is a grade horse that she purchased for just around $2,000 a few years ago. It's a super great story. Go back and listen to our episode after Cheyenne if you guys want to learn more about Tiffany. I hope that you guys have as much fun listening to this episode as I did talking to Tiffany while we were in Fort Worth after her win. I want to give a big shout out to Fastback Ropes because without them, this episode would not be possible. They have been such a great sponsor to have on board, and they've really been focusing on bringing this content to you guys this year. So make sure to check out fastbackropes.com if you're in the market for a new breakaway rope. I know you guys are tired of hearing me ramble on, so without further ado, here's Tiffany. Wait, we gotta know. Why is the princess mad?
The donkey, no.
Why is the yellow donkey mad?
Because after my first run, I went into my rope can, and one time I carried a treat in my rope can, and so she thinks there's a treat in my rope can, and she was mad, and I was like, okay, we'll go to the trailer and go get a money treat. And so I gave her a money treat, and I was like, let me just stick one in my pocket, so, afterwards she'll get another one. Yeah. Well, she kept smelling it in my pocket, and she was not very happy about it, so she got it when we came back.
I love how she looks like this is such a hassle for her right now.
She's just like, oh, look, she's yawning. I mean, she could care less. She's like, the excitement's over. Like, give me more treats and I'll be happy.
So, after Cheyenne, we were emotional. We were crying because she's so wonderful and amazing, this unicorn. And she doesn't... Does she know how good she has it, or did she forget about her past life?
Every now and then, I got a reminder. If she's ever being a butt to me, I'm always like, I will send you back to where you came from. And then she like...
You go back down the road.
Yeah, you will go back down the road. I bought her a new slinky today. I told her, I was like, if we make it in the showdown round, I'll buy you a slinky. And then I was like, if we make it in the Triple Crown round, I'll buy you a fly mask. And ran out of stuff to buy her.
So, all right, this week, I feel like I don't want to call it luck this week because I know the work you've put in, but man, your loops stressed me out. What was going through your head, and what do you think got those loops on today?
So it did not help that I was in Vegas for 2 weeks, and I worked in Vegas. I didn't go to Vegas, and I have not roped in 2 weeks. That is where the luck has came from, because none of them were pretty, none of them felt good. I don't even know what to tell you about them. Yes, they stressed me out too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we try, but I practiced twice since I've been home, so it and it felt horrid the first day. I was like falling off my horse after not having been on for 2 weeks. So this is a little better. Yeah. So,
but you played it smart tonight. You kind of let that fishing happen. You let it lay, let it pay. 15,000.
That's where Susie comes in, because if you haven't noticed, she's not the hardest stopper. She's very, she works out for me because she just lets me crawl all over her and just do what I want to do. And so when she's waiting for me to tell her to stop, she just kind of sits there and pedals out. So she waits for me. So that's where she came in great handy today. She waited for me. I saw I didn't have it, and it was just kind of and so she let me get it on. Yeah.
So 2022 was obviously a roller coaster season for you. You had the highest highs, and then not the highs, and then we were in the middle. So what does it mean to end out the year with the big check?
This is my first big check. Not like a big check, but a big check. This is the first one I've had with my name on it.
It's big one you get to hold.
Yeah, it's cool. It's gonna go in my room, over my bed or something. I don't know. But no, it's good. It just proves that I need to just keep going. And I started off this winter a little better than I did. I started a little sooner than this for 2023. So this will help me for the summer. Trust me, I was looking at horses to buy and everything like that. So it's this might help out a little bit for us to go this summer. Yeah.
Hey guys, this episode is brought to you by Fastback Ropes. Fastback Ropes was created in 1995 with a single mission in mind: to build the best rope on the market. That will always be their number one goal, according to Fastback Ropes. They believe it's important to focus on building the best product possible and treat customers with the respect that they deserve. Now, besides being a great company, they feature 2 ropes that I think you breakaway ropers are going to like. The first is the Edge, a 4-strand calf rope. It's made of texturized poly. It's a tough and durable rope that stands up in all conditions and outlasts the competition. The other rope that they've come up with is exclusively for breakaway ropers, unlike the Edge, which was offered to calf ropers previously. It's called the Athena, and besides being pink and having a purple dyed core, which is awesome, the poly core provides enhanced tip weight and durability. It's a tough and durable rope that stands up in all conditions and gives a snappy finish and close. Make sure to check out fastbackropes.com for more information and to get your ropes. So last year you were the rookie, you were learning things as you went. Do you feel like this year you're going to come in kind of guns blazing, or wait and see?
I'm still learning. We're still learning. There's so much to learn. But last year was I think all the rookies will agree. Last year was our first year. We learned a lot, but we're getting to see a lot of new things this year. We've got Fort Worth coming up. We've got San Antonio, Houston. We've never been to places like that. So that's going to be an experience. And so, yeah. Guns a-blazing a little bit. I think I'm just going to stick to my plan of just roping them. Maybe try to get a little snappier loops around the neck. Maybe would help out a little better. But yeah.
Maybe not guns blazing, more like the Red Ryder BB gun.
Yeah, might shoot your eye out, but you're still alive kind of thing. We'll just stick with that.
Awesome. So what are specifically some things you're going to be working on with your roping? What do you feel like was missing from your loops this week that you're going to go fix before the next round of winter rodeos? Just out of curiosity.
You're good. I took this winter, I've started to kind of set back, and I lack a lot in my horsemanship, and I know that. I always feel like I'm kind of trying to beat my horse out of there, so I've been tweaking a few things. People are going to laugh at me. I've been trying to reach a little more and stuff like that. I'm really just, I'm going to rope more than, I'm going to get a rope in my hand more, than I did this last 3 weeks. That would help probably. We're probably not going to do that again. But no, like I said, horsemanship, I know I lack in that a lot. So that's something, we're always learning something. So that's where I'm really working on, and maybe try to get around the necks.
Yeah,
Oh. So, but I mean, also, like, you came into this later. I feel like you've learned so much in the last couple years. You're not, the Harley Pryor that came in at 14 roping outstanding. So, like, I mean, I don't want to say you lack it, but you're just catching back up. And I think it's really cool to see, like, sky's the limit and you're killing it.
I'm so jealous of the kids. I'm so jelly of the 14-year-olds. Like, Josie James, you have to put her in there. Josie James, she's my girl. She came over here and she doesn't realize how much talent she has. And like a lot of these young kids, they don't realize how much talent they have. And I'm like, I wish I had that when I was their age. The horses, the talent, and like there's people there that are going to help them through. I mean, yeah, I'm not like I feel like I was a little behind. Like, I mean, I roped for a while when I was younger and stuff, and then I never put myself towards it like we talked about before.
You didn't even know this was...
Yeah, so we just kind of like, now we're just like trying to get into it good. So now it's like we're fine-tuning things. Like, yeah, we're winning, but we could have done this better. What could we have done better? So we're always fine-tuning stuff.
I love it. Anything else, Tiffany? I feel like there's always some kind of story with what's going on in your week. Like...
The Vegas bug that everybody has.
Every single one of us.
Like, we're all getting over it. The Vegas bug. Yeah, there's that. I don't think there's anything crazy going on in my life right now. We're trying to like relax a little bit before I know. Yeah, it's crazy. I know. It's scary. So I guess I'll have to find a few jackpots because my tax lady isn't going to like me after this. But other than that.
Rodeoing for a living, it catches up.
No. Right when I thought I had it together. No, it'll be good. No, we'll go buy some more money treats and make her happy and just...
Susie, you just better get some treats, yeah?
Just keep Susie happy. That's going to be the plan from now on, I guess. She's pretty simple. Snacks and treats.
We love it. Tell me about the calf you had drawn in the showdown round and then the calf you had drawn in the Triple Crown round and what your game plan was on each calf.
I'm trying to think. Okay, so my one in the showdown round. I'm trying to think of them. Okay, one in the showdown round, he was a little slower. Yeah. I thought I broke out. Mm-hmm. So I was sitting on my butt when I roped. I'm not going to lie. That's why my loop did not look pretty. And the one I drew in the Triple Crown round, so I got to pick him. Martha went ahead and picked. I wanted the one that she picked because we picked calves. So we picked calves on the way we came back in. So she was the 1-8, I was in the middle, and then so on and so forth. So it was a choice between the one that I picked right there and the one that Tacey had later on in the week or early in the week. Mm-hmm. And I knew Tacey's slowed up once you roped him, and I wanted one that kind of kept going on. So that's why I picked that one, and he kind of stepped to the right a little bit. So I knew he was going to give me like fast shot. So they were good calves though.
What did it look like picking up money in the rounds? Did the showdown round pay, or did you get go round money coming in?
So when we were in the progressive rounds, go ahead and pay. So first was like $1,600, second was $1,200. So it paid 4 holes in the progressive rounds. Once you got into the showdown round, you were guaranteed $1,000 as long as you made it in. Top 3, you get paid in the Triple Crown round. Yeah. So it was the 15, I think it's 65, and then another $3,000 to third. So we all get paid. So we're all guaranteed. Once you go ahead and make it into the showdown, you're guaranteed another $1,000. So most of the time you're walking in there with $2,201. Awesome.
And then what places did you nominate to get to this one?
I nominated I'm trying to think what I nominated. I nominated one big one. I don't remember what it was. I nominated one D1, and then I stuck to little ones. I honestly stuck to little jackpots for Fort Worth just because I knew it wasn't going to be a lot of points to get in. I think I was 1,000 points still. It was still quite a bit. But I stuck with the smaller jackpots and everything, the multiple headers. Tried to stick with those. Luckily, I did nominate this for the women, so maybe that'll help me out a little bit. Hey. Yeah, I don't really do that very often, so Whitney Lloyd will be happy with me.
All right, well, thank you again, Tiffany, and congratulations. You're really fun to watch this week.
Thank you.
I love how during this interview you can casually hear R.C. Landingham winning $1 million in the background, and Tiffany and I were just unfazed. We were having too much fun with our conversation to even notice it until I played this interview back and realized you could hear the announcer kind of going through the whole deal and everybody kind of losing their minds inside a Cowtown Coliseum in the background. Just something cool about the WCRA, that Triple Crown of Rodeo bonus. Now Tiffany is in contention if she wins 2 more majors in a row. So that looks like the Women's Rodeo World Championship and Corpus Christi, I believe, are the next 2. So keep that on your radar, because Tacey K. Webb was the last breakaway roper who was in contention for $1 million, and she lost it by 1/100th of a second when she got bumped out of one of the rounds in Corpus Christi last year. It was such a heartbreaker. Again, if you guys are in the market for a rope, you've got to check out Fastback Ropes for the Athena and the Edge. Make sure you guys are keeping up with us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok so that you don't miss a moment of content. And if you're looking to learn from some of your favorite coaches in 2023, you've got to check out breakawayroping.com and use the code BREAKDOWN15 to get 15% off. We have got to start the new year coming out strong. Like Tiffany said, she's going to be in the practice pen working, and she just won $15,000. I know that Martha hasn't slowed down after she won that world championship just a few weeks ago. Really excited to see what 2023 has in store, and we are so appreciative that you guys have been supporting us all year long. Well, I'll talk to you guys next year.